Good morning children. Welcome back to online classes. So previous class we have discussed the four physical features. Children, in that first is the Himalayan region, next one is the Indo-Gangetic Plains, then third one is the Great Indian Desert, and the fourth one is the Peninsular region. So these all four geographical features we have discussed in the previous class. Okay children. So let me revise one more time all those things, then I will continue the next geographical feature, that is the coastal plain. Okay children. The Himalayan region, where we can see the top of the map. Here we can see the Himalayan region, correct? This side we can see the Himalayan region. Himalayan region is divided into three parallel ranges. First one is the Greater Himalayan, then next one is the Middle ranges, and finally the third one is the Shivalik. Children, in the Indo-Gangetic Plains we can see the land is very fertile, the soil is very fertile because the river flows from Himalayas, Brahmaputra, Ganga, Godavari. It carries all the minerals and its deposit on this land. So because of this fertile soil only, here the population is more. We can do the more cultivation. We can cultivate the numbers of crops. So here the population is more. So Indo-Gangetic Plain densely populated because this soil is very fertile. The next one is the third one, that is the Thar Desert. Thar Desert we can see in the Rajasthan. Rajasthan. It is the extent across the western border. You can see it is the western border. Children. So this part is called the Thar Desert, and the Thar is the world seventh largest desert. It is the seventh largest desert in the world. The next is the Peninsula Plateau. Peninsula Plateau. So this part is called the Peninsula Plateau. It is in the triangular shape. This plateau is in triangular shape. Okay children. So these are all the things we have discussed in the previous class. Today's class will see the fifth geographical feature, that is the coastal plains. And I have given one activity also children for you. Draw the India map and mark the physical feature. I hope you all are done. All are done? Very good. So send me the act. Now we will continue the coastal plains. The coastal means what? Coastal areas. So where you can see the coastal areas children? Tell me. Where you can see the coastal areas? Here you can see in the western and the eastern part. It comes in the coastal areas. So here, this side, this part is called the what? Western. It is called the Western Ghat. And this side, this part is called the children. Very good. It's called the Eastern Ghat. So this area you can see here, this area from here to Western Ghats and then here the Eastern Ghat. It's come in the coastal plains only. Yeah, the children, here you can see this side, which sea we can find here? Yes, here is the Arabian Sea. And this side, children, yes, it's a Bay of Bengal. What is that? Bay of Bengal. Here you can see, so it is Western Ghat. So the western coastal plain, what is called here? The western coastal plain is situated. It is situated between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghat. You can see here it is situated between the Western Ghat. The western coastal plain lies, or we can say situated, lie between the Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea. So this part is called the Western Coastal Plain. So this part is called the, what is that? Western Coastal Plain. Coastal plain. So this western coastal plain is also called the Konkan coast. This western, see this here, this western coastal plain is also called the Konkan coast. What is called? It is called the Konkan coast. So the western coastal plain is also called the Konkan coast. Now this is only I explained about the western coastal plain. Now we will go to the Eastern Ghat. Okay children, now we will come to the Eastern Bengal, and this also called the Eastern Coastal Plain. You can see here, Bay of Bengal and here Eastern Ghat. And this Eastern Coastal Plain is also called the Coromandel Coast. Clear, children? So this is the coastal plains. Next we see the next geographical feature is, what is that? Last one, the islands of India. This is the next geographical feature, the islands in India. Next one is the islands of India. The islands of India. Okay, children. The islands of India. Island means what? First you understand the meaning of island. Island means what here, children? Which land is surrounded by water? Which land is surrounded by water, and that is called the islands. See here. This is the islands. In India map you can find out there is a small dots are there. That means what? It's the island. You know? In the western side we can see the Lakshadweep island, and the eastern side we can see the Andaman and Nicobar island. See here, this island is surrounded by water. Here which sea is there? Arabian Sea. You know, children? And that side it's a Bay of Bengal. That means what here? Now understood what is the meaning of island? Which land is surrounded by water? That is called the islands. Okay, children. So this side, here we can see the Andaman and Nicobar islands. What is that? Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar islands. See the small dots. It's an island. Okay, children. So Andaman and Nicobar have nearly about 572 islands. How many? Andaman and Nicobar have the how many lands? 572 islands. See, just to imagine, in the map we can see only the small dots. That dots, it's called the islands. And that how many are there? 572 islands are there. And in that 572 islands, there is a 36 only are inhabited. How many? So in that 572 islands, in that only 36 islands are inhabited. 36 islands are inhabited. Now you are thinking, what is the meaning of inhabited? Where the people are living. That area is called inhabited. That land is suitable for people to live. That is called the inhabited. See here, in that 572 islands only 36 islands are inhabited, where we can see the Okay children. So these islands are also called the Amarland Island. What is called? It is also called the Emerald Island. Emerald Island. Okay children. So this is only about the Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar together, this group have the 572 islands. In that 36 are inhabited where the people are living. So these islands are also called the Emerald Islands. Now we'll come to the Lakshadweep Island. Which one is the next here? Next is the Lakshadweep. Next is the Lakshadweep Island. Here also you can see the very small dots. That is called the island. What is called? It is called the island. So that islands are called Lakshadweep Island. What they call? They call the Lakshadweep Island. Now we first understand what is the meaning of Lakshadweep Island. Laksh means what? What is the meaning of Laksh? Laksh means 1,000, 100, 100,000. What is that meaning? Laksh means what? 1,000. So it is the 100,000. 100,000 islands. 100,000 islands are called the Lakshadweep Islands. What are they called? They called the Lakshadweep Island. Okay children. Now got it? What is the meaning of here? Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep means what? 100,000 islands are called Lakshadweep Island. Now see, the dots are too small, but there is thousands of islands are there. Okay children. So here in this island, it is a 36 islands are there. How many? In the Lakshadweep group, there is only 36 islands were there. In that 36, 10 islands are only inhabited. See here, 10 islands are inhabited where the people are living. So how many? Only in the 10 islands the people are living. Just see in the Lakshadweep, 10 islands only inhabited where the people are surviving, where they are living. And then, do you know children, Lakshadweep is very rich in flora and fauna, and its beaches are truly very beautiful. Lakshadweep beaches are very beautiful. Later I will show you the small images. So this is about the Lakshadweep Island. So first to understand the meaning, Lakshadweep means what? 100,000 islands. So in the Lakshadweep Island there is a 36 only. Island is a group of 36 islands, and in that 36, 10 islands are only inhabited. But when you see the Andaman and Nicobar, there is a group of islands is how much? 572. And in that 36 islands are inhabited. So this is the last physical feature children I have discussed, that is the islands of India. What is the meaning of island? Which land is surrounded by water, that is called the island. Here you can see the Andaman and the Nicobar and Lakshadweep islands are
The western coastal plains lie between the Western Ghats, also called the Sahyadris, and the Arabian Sea, while the eastern coastal plains lie between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. The northern part of eastern coastal plain is called Northern Sircars, and the southern part is called Coromandel Coast. The northern part of the western coastal plains is known as Konkan Coast, while its southern part is called the Malabar Coast. The islands of India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are estimated to be more than 570 islands, of which 38 are inhabited. These islands are called the Emerald Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands is a group of 36 islands, of which only 10 islands are inhabited. The name Lakshadweep, 100,000 islands. Lakshadweep is rich in its flora and fauna life, and its beaches are truly beautiful.
Yes, children, just now I have shown the images of coastal plain and island plains. Yeah, no? So, in the coastal plain, I have shown the image where the coastal plain is located. Yeah, the children, where the coastal plain is located in the Western Ghat and in the Eastern Ghat. Yeah, the children, so here, this side, this is the small dots, it's called the Andaman and Nicobar Island. And here, this side you can see the small island, and it is called the Lakshadweep Island. Yeah, the children? So, Lakshadweep means what? Tell me, 100,000 lands is called the Lakshadweep Island. Okay, children? In the Lakshadweep Islands, the group of island is 36. The 36 group of islands we can see in the Lakshadweep. Okay, children? So, in that, 10 are inhabited. 10 are inhabited. Inhabited means what? Where the people live. Okay, so in that 36 group of island, 10 groups are inhabited. But in the Andaman and Nicobar, we can see 572 islands. 572 islands, and in that 38 islands are inhabited, children. Yeah, the children, Andaman and the Andaman's group of island, and they have some barren land. Andaman group of island have some barren means what? Empty islands, and that islands are actually an active volcanoes. So remaining the islands, which islands are barren in that Andaman, we can see that islands and active volcanoes. Volcanoes means what, children? Volcanoes means what? Jwalamukhi. You know? So that islands, which islands are barren? In Andaman, we can see there is an active volcanoes. Nowadays, in the geography channel, they are showing about the volcanoes. Yeah, the children. So, this is the barren land. Barren land is actually an active volcanoes. Okay, children. So, there only near to the Andaman, In the islands only, Andaman and the Nicobar Island, we can see the cellular jail also. Which jail? We can see the cellular jail. Okay, we can see the cellular jail also. This jail in the time of British. It is when it is constructed in the time of British government. If any people convicted any offence against the British government, they will give the punishment very strictly in this cellular jail only. Nowadays we can see the Kala Pani in the TV. Many times they have shown the Kala Pani. Kala Pani means what? In that jail, the prison will get the life sentence imprisoned. They will get punishment is for the lifetime till the die. They should be in this jail only. That is called the cellular jail. So when it is constructed, it is constructed in the time of the British government only. So they will give in this jail very strict punishment for the people. Okay children, so this is about the Andaman and Nicobar. In the Andaman barren land, we can see the active volcanoes, and plus in the Andaman and the Nicobar, we can see the very famous jail, that is the cellular jail, or we can say the Kala Pani. Kala Pani. Okay children. So this is the first lesson I have finished for you children, that is the India location and physical feature. I have explained all the physical features one by one very detailed. Now here children, what is your work? Yesterday I had given the draw the map and mark the 3 physical features. Today what you have to do? You have to draw one more map and indicate the remaining 3 features on the map. So I will give the homework for you children. Draw the map and mark the places. Which places here? I will give you. First one, Lakshadweep Island. What is the first one here? Lakshadweep Islands. Next one is what here children? The Western Ghats. Okay? Then last one, Arabian Sea. One more I will give you. Bay of Bengal. So this is the homework for you children. You have to do in the EVS notebook. Draw the map and mark all the places: Lakshadweep Island, the Western Ghats, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. When you see the video properly, you will get it, because already I have shown the map and also I have drawn the map on the board and indicated all the places. So when you see the again and again video, you will get this all the places. Okay? If you don't know to draw, then take the help of your parents. Otherwise, trace that map and indicate or mark this all the places. And this work you have to do in the social part, children. Write the unit 5 India. First, India, location and physical feature. Then write today's date when this video will go. That date must be written in your notebook. Then write the question, draw the map and mark these all places. Thank you, children.